Have you ever wondered how you can discover and really get to grips with your ideal target customer on Etsy? Keep watching this video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a target market mood board. I'm going to be showing you number one, how to create it, and number two, how to really get to grips with your target customer and, almost visualize what that specific person is like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into my computer right now, and we are going to go through how to literally make your target market mood board from start to finish. So I'm in my computer now. I'm literally going to show you how I would create / how I have created in the past a target market mood board. Now, I have made this in the past. When I went through a rebrand about a year ago now, I did exactly this, and it honestly, as someone who is a visual learner, it helped me so much. It's one thing writing it down, answering the questions, all that type of thing, but it's a whole other ballgame actually seeing your target market come to life kind of thing. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do that now. So the first things first is to identify who your target market actually is. Now, I have detailed videos about this on my channel already, so I'm not going to go too far into that today, but basically you have to know who your target market roughly is. Now, I've got a few questions written down here. By no means this is all of the questions that you should be answering with your target market profile. In fact, I am currently in the process of writing my course. So I am on the target market bit now. So basically I've just taken some of the questions that I would most like to answer. Now in the course the name is Janet, so I'm just going to change that. But essentially you really want to dive deep with this. And the good thing about Pinterest is that it will recommend other pins and things that are applicable to your target market. So wonderful thing to have and a very useful tool to have. So right now we need to think of a business that we're going to make a target market mood board for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of, let's say for example, someone that perhaps makes simple, natural cosmetics or body care. In fact, let's go for the body care type of thing, okay? So let's imagine that you have a business that makes really simple, easy to, read the back of the label on the pot, simple, natural skincare. Let's just go with that. So our target market, who would you like to serve with your business? Well, let's say, for example, that, you are targeting maybe busy women that just don't have any time to sit and read labels and try and work out what's best for their skin. They want to do right by their skin, but they just don't have the time to sit and research it. Who needs your product? Well, I would imagine probably women that are either busy mums or are in quite sort of high-powered jobs and just have a lot on their plate, but they also just really like the idea of embracing natural cosmetics and skincare and things like that. Maybe they've, been to other brands before. They just haven't had the time to sit and work out, okay, well, if I use this toner, what moisturizer do I need? Do I need this? Do I need that? They just really, and they don't have the time to go and shop for themselves either. They want it all kind of done for them. Are they male or female? Female. What is their age? More sort of 28 to 42, let's say. What is their job? I would say just the word that would describe what they do for a job would be hectic, busy. So they would either be in quite a demanding job, let's say, or maybe they are a full-time mum that has a part-time job as well. Just basically their lives are very hectic. Where do they live? I would imagine they would live in a 2 to 4 bed home. I would say they would probably own that home. I'm just literally making this up, guys, so don't think that I'm, trying to say all the people that are like this are like this. It's just, I'm just trying to imagine, and I'm trying to paint the picture in your heads as well of what this kind of business would be like. Obviously, go through, answer the questions for your own business, look back onto, what products have sold well in the past, go onto the people's profiles that have bought your products in the past, go onto your social media channels. Again, I have lots of videos on my channel on how to find your target market. Also, just a quick off topic, if you're liking the video so far, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, say hello, and let's get back into it. So what values do they have? Well, we've established they want to do right by their skin. So they want to only use natural products. They don't want to be, sat there reading labels on the back of moisturisers and things like that. I don't know if you guys have ever literally sat and read the back of a shampoo bottle or a moisturiser pot. It is a minefield. Literally, I have to get a magnifying glass just to read what the heck they're trying to say. Do they have children? This is a tricky one. I would be inclined to say yes, but obviously if they're in quite a high-powered job, they might not be at that stage quite yet. So yeah, I would tend to go with yes. Yeah. So are they single or with a partner? I would say either engaged or married to a partner. Long-term, yeah. Where do they hang out online? It's difficult, really. I would say mostly Pinterest and Facebook, purely because I would imagine that I know that Facebook's demographics are slightly older than likes of Instagram and things like that, but also a lot of sort of 30 pluses, let's say, love Pinterest because it's just so easy to use. So I'm going to go with Facebook and Pinterest. So now that we've painted that sort of general idea in your mind, it's time to go and do the fun bit. Create your board. So you obviously, I would name it Target Market or something like that. Now, I would recommend keeping this board a secret just because obviously if you're using your business Pinterest account, you might not necessarily want customers going into it and kind of looking at how you're profiling them, I suppose. Obviously, none of this is offensive at all or meant to be offensive. I know target market profiling can almost look kind of very stereotyping, but it's not like that at all. It's just so that we as creators and handmade business owners can just get a real better idea and a better understanding of, people who are different than us. I don't have kids, so therefore I would like to understand what a very, very busy mum with a full-time job and 2 kids, I want to understand them, I want to get to know them. So this is the best way to do this, online. So anyway, let's create that board. Board could not be saved. Oh, I've already got that board name. Okay, let's do Target Market 01. Obviously, I've got a Target Market board already, but you would just keep yours as Target Market. So I would just ignore this because this is they don't really know what your board's about. So this is just a whole heck of nonsense. So let's just ignore that. Now, what we want to do now is to have a jumping off point, a home base. So who would you like to serve with your business? Eco-conscious women. So maybe let's start with Eco-conscious and let's just see what comes up. Now, ethical friendly brands, eco-friendly, this is all sort of more blog posts and things like that, which obviously are a really good resource if you want to go and kind of just have a little, educate yourself, I guess. But I'm going to go for this one here. So I'm going to type in the board name there because that is a very simple. Obviously, if someone is busy, they don't want to sit and read a whole blog post. This is quite an easy little bang, 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 bang. Doing those steps can help you reduce your environmental impact. I'm going to have a little scroll through again, but obviously I'm not going to go too wild just purely because this is all very blog post heavy. So maybe... And also, guys, as well, like it's really, see, like for example here, shop plastic-free school supplies. Now, if they're a mum, they are probably wanting to find environmentally friendly school supplies. That is a very handy pin. I'm gonna abort that search, I think, because I think I'm gonna go, and I've spelled eco-conscious wrong, so that maybe didn't help things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for eco-friendly fashion, and I'm going to see the types of things that these women usually wear or what they're attracted to, let's say. So very sort of plain, beautiful garments. That's pretty. I am just going to, let's go on to sustainable fashion. Maybe that's a better way to phrase it. I like that picture. Now, this isn't all about making a board that would attract your target market. It's a very fine line, guys. It's you have to create a board that gets you thinking like your target customer. So obviously, eco-friendly clothing can be very, very beigey, browny, pastel colours. It's all about getting you to get into a board that really makes you start to feel like your target customer and starts to get, the ball rolling in your mind in the way that your target customer's mind would work. I hope that makes sense. You're not making, pins to attract your target customer because they won't be looking at this board. This is purely just for you. So I would just go through and just save pins that look how your target market would like this board to look, or what would describe your target market. So I am just literally, so they've got a list of fast fashion companies. Oh dear. I think our target market won't necessarily like them very much. Let's see, I like that recycled symbols, very green, very eco-friendly. I like how plain this is. As someone who has been trying to shop more eco-friendly myself, I know that, and luckily I like real sort of basic colours. I don't like too much patterns, although I do like dresses in patterns. But anyway, we are getting off topic. But plain, simple dress, that's not going to go out of fashion. That's not going to be, thrown in landfill anytime soon. It's something that can be worn over the years and, paired with accessories and jackets and tights and leggings and things like that differently. So that's what, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting myself. So now I am just going to scroll down a little bit more. Capsule wardrobe. I think I'm going to save that actually because that is quite a nice overall visual look. So now I'm going to go back onto my previous search and I'm going to go to Ecoconscious gifts, and I'm just going to have a look and see. Maybe there is something in this search, maybe not. Nothing that springs to mind. Although I do like this pin. This is very kind of in the vibe of what I think my target market would like. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Eco-Conscious Living. Let's see what comes up there. How to be more eco-friendly. Zero waste gift ideas. Go green in your apartment. Now, my target market I don't think would have an apartment, but good idea. Go green kitchen hacks. I like the aesthetics of that one. 75 zero waste gift ideas. Okay. Now, we need to get a complete round kind of look as to what our target market would be into currently. So I'm going to go with eco-conscious quotes as well, because I feel like, especially if your target market is on Facebook, Instagram, things like that, a lot of these quotes they would be into. So I'm going to save a few of these because wear clothes that matter. I like that one. I haven't got my glasses on at the minute, guys, so I'm struggling to read these. This one I like. All very pastel. Very easy breezy. Easy breezy is a good word, actually. I feel like we need to put that in our target market profile right now. And be part of the solution, not part of the pollution. Eco-conscious. Make the planet great again. So I'm not going to save too many, because I think I'm getting a bit click-cappy here. And anything else that I want to, eco-conscious,
So I've just been sat here thinking of what to type, and these people have popped up as well. So I'm going to click onto that and see what kind of pins that this lady saves. Let's go onto her, can I go onto her boards, latest? No, see your board, there we go. Aha, boho home decor. Boho could be a good word to describe our target market as well. Minimalism, aha. Now I feel like with our busy woman who has a hectic life, minimalism is probably right up their street. So I am going to save a good few of these pins because I am feeling like I am vibing with this at the minute. In fact, I am going to do minimalist living room, and I'm just going to go around the imaginary home of my target market. I'm going to save sort of what I feel like they wish their home was like. Obviously they've got a hectic life. I don't think that their space will particularly be like this, but the whole idea of people being attracted to your brand and therefore your product is the feeling that your product gives them. So very, very, oh, that is very minimalist. There is nothing in that room. There's quite a lot going on there. Maybe I'm going to go minimalist office, because they might, if they're busy and they're in quite a high-powered job, they might have a home office. I like that, actually. That's very eco-conscious. I am all about that. Let's scroll through. I like that one as well. You can save as many pins as you like, but I would recommend varying them quite a lot. Minimalist kitchen. Let's see what pops up here. This one, perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. Now, what more do we want? I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to go with minimalist lifestyle and see if that, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save that. So now I've done a good few categories, if you like. You are very welcome to go with Ecoconscious. I haven't spelled that right again, have I? Nope. Skincare, and see what comes up. You can by all means do a little bit of investigation into these brands, kind of suss out the competition if you like. I like that pin. I think that would attract our target market, I feel like. I'm gonna also save that one, because if we have a woman that has got such a hectic lifestyle, I feel like that would attract them, because they think, oh, that looks so relaxing. She's just got out of the shower, the bath, with a nice face mask on. She looks like that she's loving life right now. Low waste bathroom swaps, that's amazing as well. And I also like this one just because of the colours that are being used, because I think that these colours would attract our target market. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto our profile and find our board. So here we go. Here is our board as it stands at the minute. Now this has literally taken us about 10-15 minutes. And as you can see, it is exactly how I would imagine that particular brand to be. So let's go back to our questions. What is their age? What's their job? Where do they live? Or where do they live? I would probably go with just outside of a large city or town. They probably have some kind of city job. Let's use London as an example. Let's say they live, a fair few miles outside of London and they commute in. So now I feel like we have a good sort of grounding as to what our target market would be into. I'm going to go on to this little button down here, find some ideas for this board. Now, Pinterest is really clever. I don't know quite how it does this, but basically it goes through and it gives you suggestions for your board. So right away it's got colour palette, which is amazing because obviously if I click onto that, you know, it's got all of the colours here. So I've sort of said to you guys about the, you know, very light, easy breezy pastels, things like that. It's got some greens in there as well. So right away, it's just you just get these amazing pins that can severely help you with your branding. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go back. And there's some more minimalist kitchen ideas, zero waste. I'm going to save that. And this is where I invite you to go a little bit nuts. Anything that would vibe with your target market is amazing. So here's how our board is looking right now. And I'm so happy with how it's turned out so far. But now I want you to go even deeper. This is a fantastic place to start, and by all means, keep it as is. But I really want you to think about the daily kind of lifestyle of your target customer. So she gets up in the morning, she gets the kids ready for school, she gets herself ready for work. She might see her fiance or husband or partner or whatever. She might just say a quick hi. She might grab a quick slice of toast to eat on the go, and she might commute into work via a car, although I'm feeling like that wouldn't necessarily be her. Or she might go on the train, on the tube, especially if she lives outside of London and things like that. So I'm going to go with the kind of cars and things like that. So I'm going to go like small eco cars to just kind of get an idea of the type of thing. Not a wooden car. I don't think you could commute on a wooden car. I've just missed the obvious here. Electric hatchback. In London, obviously parking is a little bit of a nightmare. Electric hatchback. Ford Focus electric. Maybe if it's got five doors, so she could get her and her kids out easily. Let's go with that one as well. So I would imagine that being eco-conscious, she would either drive a very, very low engine petrol car, or she would drive a electric car, or she wouldn't drive a car at all. But I will be getting to that in a second. What other car makes are there electric I can think of? I am going to go with the little electric BMW. I can't think of the name right now. My husband would probably be screaming it at me if he knew I was doing this. That's the one I was after. So, if not, she would be commuting on the tube. So, I've just typed in tube. That's, let's do tube underground. And although this seems a little bit weird as to why we are, you know, putting a picture of the tube on our on our mood board, it does again kind of give you a bit more of a visual understanding. Let's put the tube station on there as well. Tube underground. Let's go with things to do on the tube. Maybe that could be an interesting things to do. That's not underground. Things to do with toilet roll tubes. No, nothing. Complete London travel guide. No, this isn't really. Not really for me. And you might get some searches that are duds, and that's absolutely okay. I am just going to go back onto my board again, I think, because I feel like we need to reconvene and see what we have. So this is what our board is looking like right now. I need to refresh it actually. So here's what our board is looking like right now. Obviously you've got these quite vivid colours up here to do with what our target market may drive. But obviously it's very zero waste, very minimalist, it's very eco-friendly and things like that. And basically, guys, this is the gist of what you do. Now, you can go so deep into this. Obviously, I am writing the module of my course all about target market and things like that at the moment. I could go on for hours about this, but I'm not. I'm going to basically let you do exactly what I'm doing here and what I have done here, and to go through and really ask yourself what the day-to-day life of your target market may look like. Even down to, you know, what colour hair might she have? You know, how many times a week does she cook, and how many times a week does she eat out, and all that type of thing. But as you can see, you can really go down a bit of a rabbit hole with Pinterest. And then essentially, when you've got your target market board, you want to kind of give yourself a time limit, I would say, because you can go down a right old rabbit hole. And then take a step back and just look at your board and see the feeling that it gives you. And 9 times out of 10, there will be a reoccurring theme, colorways, sort of aesthetics, something like that. And basically, guys, this is your target market mood board. Now, obviously, as I said at the beginning, keep referring back to your questions just so it can give you sort of search ideas on Pinterest to create a more visual representation of your target market. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was a little bit of a long one. Now I'm going to take you back to my office.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was helpful for you. Link your target market mood boards below if you fancy it. Give this video a big thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Share this content out if you know it will help a fellow Etsy seller. And subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this. And stay tuned for my next video, how to create a brand mood board that will fit this target customer. So guys, I shall see you in the next one. Bye!